Onyx is so strong on this MPL season
Selena.
6, but Selena on the
Your
first pick from
team
our
is
fire
picking.
side.
Yeah, I
Huh.
can say Trust. I didn't see any differences from Trust since he moved to Aura. He left Onyx. Maybe some people hope that actually Trust can give a best performance as a hyper carry, right?
Mhm.
But
Kufra.
he didn't give any best
As the
performance
offlaner.
yet. Yes, even though as a mid laner, even though as a offlaner, they keep losing and losing. Meanwhile, Onyx keep getting stronger and stronger with the new roster.
Yeah, the information from the ex-member, I think it didn't work in this
Your team
season,
is
but Geek
picking.
Fam with the first pick Kufra open with Yisun Sin getting picked by Geek Fam, the top tier of hyper carry. Roger still open and not forgetting the Atlas.
Yeah, Atlas probably gonna be good hero for Darkness as the tank. Or maybe if they want to give it to Wongkoko because Wongkoko still like having like 100%
Ooh.
win rate for Atlas with
Are-
Partia.
Are they going to pick the supports on this game?
It's pretty good though. Partia and Selena is so strong in the
Yeah.
early, giving a lot of
Barca.
burst damage, and
Your team
the poking
is
damage
picking.
with the crowd control is so annoying from these two supports.
And as I mentioned before, Aurafire, they have an advantage early game. Rather than Geek Fam on the early stage, they
Yep.
tend to play
team
passive and
is
focusing on
banned.
just farming and not making any move. But Aurafire with the Tamu, strong offlaner as well. But Geek Fam, they choose Kagura as their support.
Yeah, I think they can ban Atlas if they want to, because but they also can pick Atlas after this. Yeah, Roger.
Your team is banning.
So they choose Roger over than Atlas. It's a good option as well
Yeah,
for Geek Fam
Maybe-
because you know fans. I don't know with Roger.
Maybe he think that Aurafire will not
Mhm.
using any tank because there are two supports on Aurafire side, Selena and Parsa. Even though that
Mhm.
Parsa can be placed on offlaner, but it kind of wastes for Parsa
It's
because
too risky, I think.
it's kind of waste because
Mhm.
for me Parsa is so good on early damage, but if they put it on the offlaner, so he just need to hold the lane, not giving any impact
Your
on
team is
other
picking.
lane. So Choban from Aurafire, Kick Fam still thinking what are they going to pick for their offlaner? They're lacking to offlaner right now.
Okay, Cho. It could be a respect ban for Wongkoko as well, but Geek Fam they already have like one tank, one. So actually their mid lane is quite good now because they have one support, one tank, and also one hyper carry. So two side laner.
Your team is
One
picking.
side laner and one offlaner for Geek Fam. Meanwhile, Aurafire, after Geek Fam already secure Esmeralda, Aurafire now they really need, at least they can take Atlas on also Balmoon. Or maybe Atlas Lunox is much better for me, since you're gonna try to against Esmeralda. Lunox is much better for me, in my own opinion.
Lunox are they going to
Really?
pick?
No, oh, okay. They need one hyper carry. So, they
Brock
can
for
use
Phoenix?
carry though. They can use carry if they want to because it's quite tanky for Geek Fam like Esmeralda and Kufra, right? But 1-1. Okay, this is the first time we saw 1-1 for MPL season 6 since
Your
already
team
being
is
nerfed.
picking.
But Baxia for the tank.
Yep, or maybe offlaner Baxia. It can be happen.
Okay, Lunox for Geek Fam, I think. What do you think? Against Tamus? Or maybe Balmoon? Hilda? Pretty strong, but I think Balmoon is it's quite okay.
For Hilda, they need a burst damage for them to shut when went down because as we know, when needs a lot of time to pop up the weakness point. So if they got the
Oh.
burst evac, it will be hard for Wen to survive. But Geek Fam, they prefer to choose
Export.
Xborg for their offlaner.
Okay, it's interesting. Export for Ramzu. Let's see. I don't know. I can say Geek Fam pretty good with the draft pen and pick. Even though Aura pretty strong in the early, they have Selena, they have Partia for the poking damage in the early. But bringing 1-1, I don't know, is it gonna be a good option for Aura? Geek Fam with Yisun Sin for Doyok, it's like 33% win rate. And it's not good though, but at least much better than 1-1, I think.
So That's right. This is the 10th hero from the team. Darkness with Selena, Kira with the Tamos, Swanstrong with the Parsia, Fans with the Wen Phoenix with the Baksha.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see. Is it gonna be a good result for Geek Fam? I have a feeling that Geek Fam is gonna be so strong. But I don't know. Fans with 1-1, we knew that 1-1 really need to be played so aggressively so at least he can get really stuck. Then after that,
5
actives
seconds till the enemy
the
reaches the
ultimate.
battlefield.
Yeah, he needs
Smash
to pop up
them.
the weakness point from its sides. But here we go. The first game of the
Welcome
day.
to Mobile
Fourth
Legends.
week between the bottom tier of the classmen. Here is Aurafire and Team Geek Fam. So, Aura, on the early stage, they are proving that they want to win the lane. 2 heroes already on the mid lane. Meanwhile, Ramsey on the bottom lane and here on the top lane. Hitting this one with the Esmeralda, Kira, and Swan. I don't think that there will be a good fight between them. The offlaner is strong on the top lane, but Ramzu is moving around to the to the mid lane.
Yeah, but I'm Jago already giving a lot of fucking damage towards Panstrong and also Phoenix in the mid lane. So maybe they will secure their first blue buff first. I don't think from these two teams they will try to invade their opponent top. I think they will play a little bit safe for early
And
game.
they are playing not hyper carry. Sponsor as their Parsia on the mid
yeah.
lane, okay. But on the bottom lane there is Pans and also Darkness. So 1-2 strategy from Aurafire.
Yeah, 1-2. So it's gonna be interesting because actually non-hyper carry meta is still okay. If they still can try to at least manage their buff, they didn't get stolen by the opponent, but Doyle already giving a lot of damage in the early game, and luckily there's still like a Feather Ice Track push away all of the members from Geek Fam in the middle lane, so there will be no one, there will be like still a safe gameplay coming from this bot.
Yep, Jago is still survive with the flea that he popped up right on the time, and Aurafire they cannot get any first blood yet, but on the bottom lane, one is kind of having a hard time because he got level 4, but Doyok, even though that he is the hyper carry on Geek Fam side, but he cannot manage to overcome the level from Fans.
Yeah, and Geek Fam especially need to be careful from the side laner that coming from Aurafire because non-hyper carry meta means they can try to play at least a split push meta, I think, for trying to counter Geek Fam.
The beneficial from hyper carry meta is the carry will be more richer,
Yeah.
more easy level for him.
Let's
but
yeah.
right now, Doyok didn't have it, so I'm questioning how this Geek Fam played because they need to make Doyok more rich. But on the top lane, Twine is following. He's using the flicker to flick out and running from our fire side.
I think it's gonna be a slow gameplay, slow tempo though, from these two teams. Until like 3 minutes, there's still no first blood.
Yeah, they're still playing more
So
carefully. Yeah, they don't want to lose any other point from this team.
And Fanstrong taking his own buff by himself without any help from the teammate. And I don't know, I'm Jago. Even though we saw a lot of fucking damage coming from these two teams, but I really need an aggressive gameplay here. If we see the player statistic by Nemo TV as the offlaner Swans and also Phoenix. Phoenix is playing for the Baxia.
Yeah, we cannot compare this player actually because Phoenix just joined Aurafire for several times. It's kind of different for Swan. So Swan on gold is so huge.
Yeah, I think it's much upper hand from Swan, right? Especially Swan playing quite aggressively like Esmeralda and some of the other hero like Yuzong. So it's really a good hero that can give a lot of damage as well. Meanwhile, Phoenix may be a little bit safer like Xborg or maybe Baxia like he's using right now. And still, 4 minutes our game is already running, but we didn't see it. But Wongkoko is coming with the Tyrant Revenge. I think Geekfam is trying to give a commitment maybe, want to commit get their first blood? No?
They won't do it. They're just taking their time to do farming, more money, more items.
Let's see until what minute they
10
will.
minutes.
Really? Really?
No, but they're moving to the bottom lane.
Yes.
Seeing Darkness alone, so they want to make an aggressive play before Darkness do it.
But what?
But on the item side,
Uh-huh.
Strong will make the Clock of Destiny because he knew the play will be a long play for this match.
Yeah, and Swan already have like his enchanted talisman for the mana regen, so it's gonna be a little bit faster for Swan if he wants to spam his skill. And it's gonna be a little bit comfortable for Swan as well. So Turtle is already been taken by Geek from side, but okay, Wongkoko got stunned by the Abyssal Arrow, but still too tanky from Kufra here. I don't think there will be another commitment as well from Aurafire. They're going to play really safe, and Joyok still trying to find maybe a little bit space for him to get more money.
Yeah, on 5 minutes, there is no fight.
Six,
in this
actually.
Game. 6 minutes. Okay, everyone is having a good time in Land of Dawn. Everyone is a friend now.
You see, actually, the net worth we can say from the data, it's not.
It's just the same.
It's almost same, yeah.
Even though Aurafire, they still can manage to
Leading
with only 1k. Oh, 1k.
300, 400 maybe.
500.
Yeah, not much though. But at least they still can play this from this
Oh,
team.
first
Okay.
blood, the first blood.
Not yet, not yet. But fans need to back up because the crossbow of tank has already been pop up. And Aurafire, they really managed to get their first blood now. Phoenix already joined with the tortoise right now, trying to get Wongkoko. I'm Jago. But let's see, really good support coming from Fanstrong. 2 kills, no, but because Ramzo already secured their immortality. Quite fast for Wongkoko for I'm Jago though. For Ramzo, I mean.
On Strong, he moved really fast on the bottom line
Uh-huh.
with the Feather Airstrike that giving a lot of damage that makes Geek Fam the 2-player is down. But as we can see on the replay by Axe, on the bottom lane, suddenly Geek Fam they chase Fans a lot, but Fans still can manage to pop up the weakness point, and then the crossbow of tank. After that, he just jumped off from the fight. He got safe and just let Darkness do the rest. He's died, but they got 2 heroes from Geek Fam.
Yeah, and Wongkoko, I don't know, maybe he forgot about the weakness point that coming from 1-1. Because we knew, right, 1-1, once already pop up the weakness point, it's gonna be hard to avoid it. So I don't think the Tiger Pace that coming from 1-1 is a good thing for Geek Fam though. They really need to know when they have to avoid 1-1, or maybe the backup for Geek Fam. I think it's kind of important for our first match. But let's see. Okay, again, Feather Airstrike coming from Fransong, and Turtle is already being slain by Aurafire. Ramzu really need to back off because he doesn't have any Firaga armor as well. He doesn't have any immortality. So it's gonna be a loss for Geek Fam if they lose the team fight just now.
Yeah. Aurafire and Geek Fam still managed to run away from the fight, but Swan going to the top lane, trying to steal the turret from Aurafire, but there is no minion wave on the turret. So Chuan need to wait more time, but once on the bottom lane, he can get the turret on the bottom lane faster than Swan on the top lane. So right now Aurafire got the 2 turrets, but also Geek Fam. This play from these 2 teams, they really play it just like the same. The gameplay is kind of the same. It's kind of different from our discussion before that we say Aurafire will play more aggressively because they tend to play, or they need to disrupt Doyok as the hyper carry, but no, Aurafire, even though that they have Selena, but the Selena is not doing an aggressive play style.
Yeah, it's quite passive though for Selena. I think it's quite waste in my own opinion because probably he can get the first blood much easier and much faster, right? With Darkness and also Fanstrong.
And yeah, this is the Monster Shocker from Doyok, but Fanstrong with Feather Airstrike popping out, and Geek Fam, they cannot help They cannot push any other lane on this stage.
Mhm.
But Aurafire, they're moving to the top lane. Darkness on the backside, but Swan already pop up the falling star moon and surprise everyone just jumped into Swan's face and Swan trying to run away.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a disaster for Geek Fam after they are losing Swan now. Aurafire, we can say actually they are pretty slow. The gameplay and the playstyle coming from our first match, but Aurafire is pretty neat with the rotation. But Ramzu coming with the last insanity, he didn't get anyone and almost taken down by Fanstrong, but still, luckily, he still managed to escape.
Yep. And
Oh, but let's see.
yeah.
Budimonsar, you see, actually, the Minion is trying to push the inhibitor into bottom lane. But Kara, just save the day.
Safe to say, these two teams just play just the same on the top lane. On the bottom lane, they cut the turret one by one, but on the mid lane, they're trying to defend it really hard, not giving any chance for everyone to touch their mid lane turret.
Yeah, meanwhile, Doyok still trying to get a lot of space to farm. And funds, I think it's much leading up in from the network 1K rather than Doyok.
And Aurafire, are they going to chase the momentum because with the feather aspect of course
Doyok!
Aurafire?
Oh my god, he's really targeting Fanstrong at the backline here. Even though maybe just giving a little bit poking damage. But Ramzu, I don't know, Geek Fam, maybe I didn't see Doyok yet though. Maybe the opening is not perfect. It's not the right timing for Doyok, so maybe he's quite slow. But oh my god, I think Geek Fam is pretty hard with the Fanstrong actually with Harsha here. And Wang Koko taken down. Okay, we can see the crossbow thing already being popped up by Fans here. And also got double point for Aurafire here. Got stunned. Oh my god, Esmeralda's one. Got triple kill. Really? Is it gonna be a maniac? No.
No, it's not. Because from Geek Fam, 3 mans down and Aurafire, they're moving to the Lord side, getting a first Lord of the game. Fine. Nobody can cut funds right now. The Lord being enhanced, but Geek Fam cannot move to the Lord side. So say goodbye to the first Lord.
Oh my god, Geek Fam, I don't know what happened to them. Like, I thought that they will be maybe more aggressive or maybe they will make a little bit leading up from the team fight since they have I am Jago. I mean, if we talk about the combo, actually it's pretty good for Geek Fam though. I mean, they can make a great combo. They can try to initiate anytime they want with I am Jogo, maybe with the Yan Yang overturn first. Then after that, Ramzu coming with the last insanity. Swan just follow up with the falling star mon. After that, Doyok finished all of them, but we didn't see it in our first match. It's so passive from Geek Fam. They really drove away by Aurafire.
Yeah, they just threw away their benefit with the hyper carry, but this Lord that thing enhanced on the whole thing. Geek Fam trying to defend it, the inhibitor, the first inhibitor, but Aurafire with Feather as a final lead cannot give any damage from Geek Fam. But Falling Star Moon coming on the mid lane, Kira just hold it very good, but on the top lane, Geek Fam is confused with lane that they should defend.
And if we see actually the net worth differences is like 6k for Aurafire. They're leading up from all of the objectives. They have 7 turrets. They have like 41k net worth. Meanwhile, Geek Fam, they really don't know what they have to do now. But Wongkoko is already coming with the Tyrant Revenge, even though they got Phoenix here. But see, no one can take down Fanstrong at the backline. It's gonna be a disaster for Geek Fam. They really need to be careful about their position as well, though.
Yes, and Aurafire, they just finished with the wine inhibitor. They played really safe and make it so safe for them.
Oh my god, Fanstrong is pretty strong right now, even though we knew he changed his role from marksman to support. But it's really a good thing as well for Aurafire. At least they have one good support that can try to give a ping damage for this match.
Yep. Geek Fam. They need to do something. If they just do it, what Aurafire do? So will be hard for them in this position.
Yeah, and fantastically he got really a lot of spaces you see. Okay, crossbow Oteng already being popped up again and again. They got two for Geek Fam right now, and Ram's gonna be a next target, but still have to flick out away. And I don't think Aurafire is going to force also. They don't want to force it. And they just need to take a little bit time. Let's need to reset it again and again.
Yeah. And Aurafire with the Baxia Shield unit, they coming for everyone on the
Phoenix.
Geek side, but
Uh-oh.
he didn't calculate the damage from the Geek Fam. It just jumped right into Geek Fam side,
Oh
but
my
better airstrike,
God.
cutting 1-2 player from Geek
But
Fam.
Swan is pretty late. He just came in with a falling salmon, but 4-member from Aurafire easily beaten. Swan really good with the crossbows of tank that coming from Fun.
Yep, Aurafire, they played quite well. They hold every single lane that they already push it, but Geek Fam, one by one, they come into the Aurafire fight, and even though that Phoenix is kind of low, but after they got Phoenix, they want more. And at that time, Geek Fam just ruined everything.
Yeah, I mean the follow is pretty late
Mhm.
from Geek Fam. I don't know about the communication that coming from Geek Fam. So, Aurafire with Phoenix just come back in our half of season. Is it gonna be a good answer for Aurafire? We're gonna prove it later in our second game though. If Aurafire can win like 2-0 against Geek Fam, it's gonna be a disaster for Geek Fam, because Geek Fam right now they are in the 7th position in outstanding. Probably Aurafire they can catch up Geek Fam's point.
Ooh, but the second Lord, everyone wants it, but Phoenix on the front line getting Geek Fam pushed away, and with the zoning out that is so strong from Aurafire, Phoenix doing pretty good job on protecting their team, but everyone just focusing to cover what Fans did. But on the other hand, one coming from the other lane, the Aurafire just being precaution and zoning out everything, so Aurafire need more time to get the Lord. And even Swan is kind of low. One's already popping out the crossbow of Tang. Swan is down, and where is everyone from Geek Fam? They did nothing, while Swan buying the times for their team.
Yeah, and we can see actually Swan. I didn't see good performance that coming from Swan for this week, and it's quite disappointed though. I thought that maybe it's gonna be a point for Geek Fam, but still baiting from Aurafire in the second Lord pit now. But Doyok really need to be careful, because the minion, the super minion actually is already pushing from the top lane. But meanwhile, the Lord, okay, it's gonna be reset for this bot team, and Wongkoko, I don't think that no one can handle that damage coming. Okay, Fans with the crossbow of tank, just giving a little bit damage towards Doyok, and they are still managed to go back here from Geek Fam.
Yeah, but what they cannot manage is to fight or to contest the Lord, the second Lord. Fans already there, but they need to boost the lane first. The minion on the mid lane just coming to their first turret on the mid lane. Aurafire is taking their time, having a good time in lane knockdown. And Geek Fam also did that. So, I don't know, what are they waiting for?
They are waiting for
the items?
the perfect moment, I think.
Okay.
At least a good initiation that coming from Aurafire or maybe Geek Fam, especially
Woo.
from Kufra. Wongkoko. Suddenly, like they only got like 5 points for this game, and the net worth we can see. Wow, Aurafire pretty rich right now, and Swan again and again, 5 times been taken down by Aurafire member. I don't know why they keep losing from, because actually they should know they already lose from the net worth, right? The the goal differences is pretty huge. The gap, as we can see, is like, how much is it? Like 6k? Yeah, 6k.
Yes, around
Yeah, 7k,
7k,
6k. Yeah.
6k, 7k, and Aurafire side, they're still trying to get the Lord. While Geek Fam is taking their focus more on the bottom lane, and then the Lord getting reset again and again. And here we go, Wongkoko coming to the Aurafire pit.
Oh my
So
God, it's gonna
are
be
going to say goodbye to Bongo? No,
No.
he will survive with the immortality, with the bouncy will. He just moves around and flicks out. But Ramzu left behind. He's alone again in the game. But the attack coming up from Team Aura.
The
Armstrong just
immortality.
giving more damage, but Ramzu cannot escape from the death.
Okay, but meanwhile, Doyok really good in position here, trying to get at least one member from Aurafire. But Converse of Tank, it's already being popped up by fans here. Wongkoko is pretty tanky now, but I don't think Geek Fam, after they are losing two members, they want to keep forcing it to have a team fight with Aurafire. I think they need to set up a game.
Yeah, the fight is, I don't know, it's kind of weird for me. Like Geek Fam, they knew they lose one player on the other side, but they they give one more heroes on the other lane. So it's
Can I
just one by one from Geek Fam coming towards Aurafire.
Yeah. It feels like I'm watching a rank, you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's so like it's totally one-sided for me. Geek Fam, they really didn't give maybe a little bit pressure at least toward Aurafire. They're really driven away by Aurafire. It's gonna be a disaster as well for Geek Fam. If they keep doing this, means they're going to lose their base now because Lord is already coming on his way. At the top lane now, I am Jago, and all of the members from Geek Fam is trying to defend their best. But let's see Wongkoko by himself in the front lane. I can see Manstrong, no one can disturb him at the back line. It's so hard for Geek Fam to at least defend their base after they took down Lord, but they're losing their inhibitor turret, all of them.
Wow, what an abyssal arrow coming from darkness and following right behind. Manstrong with a better aspect. Ramsu is really low. He cannot take it anymore. The damage from Aurafire cannot be told. But Swine is down. 3 members from Geek Fam are down. I am Jago still can manage to survive, and also Doyo
It's
with the
gonna
better
be
second.
hard.
Everyone just focus on the base, and finally Aura takes the game 1.
Yes, with Phoenix just came back in our half of season of MPL's ID Season 6. I think Aurafire, they already got their